Hello and welcome back. Jack Clone here. Today we're going to be taking a look at building tips for Season 8. I previously made building tutorial videos. These videos are kind of outdated at this point and they need a little updating. And that's what we're going to do today here. There are a couple building techniques in this video that will correspond or, be the same exact as the other video, but for the most part, they're all going to be a little different. Let's get right into it. One quick thing before we get into the video. If you are big Jack Clone supporters, please do use my supporter creator code. If you are new here, my channel focuses on tutorial videos, mostly regarding Fortnite with some miscellaneous branches. If you want to stay up to date with those things, hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on. If this video helps you in any way or you enjoyed it and it didn't help you, please do hit the like button. My channel is trying to put out content at least once a week. Hopefully during Season 8 we could do twice a week. Let's get back into the video. So the first item we have on the list is what I call a ramp cone edit. You see a lot of pros doing it and it's becoming a more popular technique as time goes on. I'm just trying to make a short video, a quick video on exactly what building techniques you'll need in Season 8 to, stay up to date with everybody and just not be outclassed. All you do is build a ramp and you put a cone piece on the top of it on your side, and the goal is to edit one corner, that way you can walk through that one corner and keep going up the ramp. Those are just the basics. This is what it looks like going a little slower. And then this is what it looks like when you're actually using it in game and you're at full speed. So with this technique, you are able to put a floor piece under it. Just know that's an extra thing to edit, so if your editing is not the fastest, then you probably won't want to do that because, well, then it's going to defeat the whole purpose of the technique because you're going to be too slow and they're going to get a better position on you. This technique is mainly used to take the high ground or push up to the high ground and not take damage from the top. That's why you have the cone here. You can even box yourself in if you need to, if you're getting shot from other places. When you're ready to go out, you just edit back out and continue what you were doing. The next item we have on the list is one of my favorites and one that I use most, relevance to this list, is the triangle peak. All you do is build a regular 1x1 and stick a triangle piece over it. You go into edit mode on the triangle, that way you can look through it. This is used mainly in endgame to get a head count and position on everybody. Again, it's one of my favorites. It's mainly used in solos. For me, squads and duos, it doesn't really help too much because typically you don't get to play in passive situations like this. But if you're really going for the win, definitely use the triangle peak. The next item on the list is what I call a double back. This is a technique that's not really used yet, but hopefully this video will help it get out there a little bit more. I do forget where I seen it. For the life of me, I try to remember, but I can't remember. I was not the creator of this technique. That being said, pretty much when you're in a position like this and you're doing the double ramp thing, typically everybody goes to the top of it, goes like does a half 90, maybe go up a couple stories, and they go back into combat. This is another way to do that, but a better way. I can't say I've mastered this one too much. I haven't really played with it, but it does seem very helpful when you're really trying to outplay people. So pretty much what you want to do is go up. Once you hit a certain point, you can put a wall behind you, a wall next to that one, and a ramp. You want to jump out and go on this ramp. It's a little hard to get down at first. I practiced it a little bit, but it can maybe be considered an advanced technique. I'd say it's mainly used for outplaying people though, because no one's going to expect you to do that. And then you have a completely different position on them. They're probably going to go a little crazy because they're not really sure what you're doing. No one uses it yet, so the faster you learn this and the faster you use it, the bigger advantage you're going to have over people because they're not going to be expecting it. Again, you build up, jump out, boom. And then you can pretty much do whatever you want. The next item on the list is the hottest building topic in Fortnite right now, and that is 90s. Everybody's asking, how fast are your 90s? What kind of 90s do you do? This guy can do 90s, this guy can't. 90s are becoming more important as the days go. I would say, out of everything on this list, probably practice 90s the most because they take the longest to get down, get in the groove with, and to be clean. If you don't have clean 90s, there's no reason to do 90s because you're not going to be able to keep up with everybody else. So practice your 90s. Nick A30 invented a way to do 90s without having to jump, which in the long run, if you're going up a decent amount of, tiles, it'll help you because you won't get fatigued and it won't slow you down. I will show you how to do that here, but again, Nick A30 created this. I will put his link for his YouTube channel in the description. Obviously, he was the first one to do it, so he's probably a little better at it, but I've been trying to master it because I personally think it's the best way to do 90s. And that is how you do Nick 830's 90s. I like his 90s better than regular 90s because in the long run, you won't get fatigued, and it just feels the cleanest to do for me. Next building item we have on the list is the triple layer ramp rush, or the ramp wall floor. With this building technique, you use a floor piece, a ramp, and a wall. This gives you 3 layers of protection. It doesn't use that many mats, and it's relatively easy to do. I'd probably say this is the most commonly used ramp rush nowadays. The combination at which you lay your pieces does not matter. As you see, it all plays out the same way. I'd suggest just doing whatever you're comfortable with. So this is what it really looks like when you're in game here. It's all about timing. As you can see right there, that wall piece went in front of me and it stopped me from ramping. So make sure you practice this one a little bit. I'd probably say practice your 90s a little bit more, but when you're trying to use this in game and the wall stops you from moving forward, it's going to ruin your fight a little bit. The last item on the list is the drop down. This is becoming more popular. A lot of pros use it, and you will know exactly what I'm talking about when you see it. This is going to help a lot in Season 8. If you're in a build battle, you're up pretty high, and you start getting third-partied, someone's shooting you down, do this method right here. To begin with, you don't have to make a flat piece, but it's the easiest way to show it with instruction. So pretty much what you do is you build wall pieces, and you build triangles. You can build floors, or you can build ramps, but you jump off the side of whatever structure you're on, and whatever piece you decide to use, you just use that piece. So I went walls to a ramp. Again, you jump off, walls to ramp, walls to ramp. Now you don't have to jump like I do, but if you don't jump, I find that you miss a couple spots like that. Right there in that space, you can see it missed. If I was higher up in the sky, that'd be dangerous, but that would be a good enough distance so you wouldn't die if you're in an actual game. So, like I said, you don't have to build a flat piece. I will show you what, you do if you just in a build battle and you want to get down in the heat of the moment. Pretty much the same thing as, walls go on the side of ramps. You just jump off, boom, jump off. And I personally like jumping when I go off because I feel like it gives like a better connection. And it's easier to like connect all the walls. As you see, when I just drop off normally, some of the walls miss. Could be due to camera angle, but it's a lot easier if you just jump when you do it. And that concludes our building tutorial video. I do have other building tutorials on my channel. If you have not yet seen those, go ahead and check those out. There are some building techniques in those videos that aren't in this one, but this is just a condensed list of everything that you will need to do in Season 8 to stay competitive and to actually, be able to get the wins. If you did enjoy the video, please do give this video a thumbs up. If you want to stay up to date with the new things going on in Fortnite, the new metas, then subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button so you know exactly when I post a video. That way there's that little bit more time that you will be a better player and more knowledgeable. With that being said, thank you for watching, and I am out of here.